Well, welcome to another lesson of the Content Modeling Weekly course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, get a hold of me right there, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Feel free to send me an email, give me some feedback, comments, whatever you like. I'll get back to you within 24 hours, plus or minus. Today, I'm going to continue the lesson that I started in the previous week, which is about coming up with rules for displaying content. There are times when you want to display content for everybody, and there are times when you want to set some rules that says only for this audience or only for this delivery channel. In the last lesson, we worked on creating that rules engine, the basic content model for that, and then added audience as one of the rules. Today, we're going to work on adding the delivery channel. It's not that much more complicated, but the whole point of this was let's create a content model, a rules engine content model that allows us to continually scale that rules and not make a big deal out of it. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Now, of course, as always, as you guys know, before I get started, I'm going to tell you real quick about headlesscreator.com. I do my all my lessons live, but then you can get them on demand. To be able to get them on demand, you have to have a free account. It's 100% free. Just register, go to headlesscreator.com, get your free account. You can sign up here. Once you do that, you'll have access to a bunch of courses, not just the Content Modeling Weekly, which also gives you access to the Miro boards as the bonus material. But then you'll have access to a whole bunch of Headless CMS courses, and the Discover Headless course, where I show you headless technologies that you should be aware of, and then also have interviews. Like, for example, I'm going to have a great interview this Friday about chatbots and AI and how to use that in a headless CMS. So anyway, go register for free. Then you'll have access to everything, and you're going to help me get to 1,000 registered users by the end of the year. I do want to announce that my goal was to hit 700 by middle of August, and I hit it yesterday. So now my new goal is 800 registered users by the end of August. So I'm hopeful that maybe I can hit it by the middle to close to the end of August. So you can help me with that. All right, that's enough of marketing. No more marketing, as always. As you know how it goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the intro for the on-demand version. There will be absolutely no marketing whatsoever. So I'm going to see you in just 10 seconds. Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Content Modeling Weekly course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator, and as always, get a hold of me right there, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Send me an email, comments, questions. I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Today, I'm going to continue the first lesson that we started last week, which was on creating display rules to be able to allow or deny certain criteria for the content. So for example, let's say we have a blog article and we say this blog article should be displayed only to, for example, dog lovers, right? Then we can apply an audience that says dog lovers, and only those people would use it. So we're going to continue with that because last week we created the rules engines content model, and then we added the audience section. Today, we're going to continue that rules by adding delivery channel. So let me go ahead and show my screen here. Go ahead and add it. There we go. And I'm going to go to the content model, and let me bring in the stuff that we did last week, which of course you can look at it in the previous lesson, but we're going to need that. So here we go. Let me just organize it just a little bit here. We have rules and we have audience. So if we just do a quick review, assume that we have two content types. You can have a variety of content types, right? But you have one that's a FAQ and one that's a blog. It has a title and a body. I'm trying to keep it simple. The point here is you have some sort of content type that you want to apply rules to. We add a field, one field that says rules. That's 0 to many to the rules content type. So what does the rules content type allow you to do? Well, when you create an entry in the rules content type, you give it a name, then you can say, okay, what rules are allowed and what rules will be the deny rules, right? So the allow will point to, it'll be 0 to many. In last week's lesson, we talked about an audience. So you can build a rule that says, look, for this entry, oops, Command Z there. For this entry of FAQ, we're going to have a rule that says only allow the audience of type dog lovers, right? Or you can leave allow empty, which means everybody, and then say deny cat lovers. So that means everybody except cat lovers will be able to see this content. So that's what we did last week. And if you want to go through all the steps and everything, just check out last week's lesson. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add, and let me show you actually before we do that, but today we're going to add delivery channel as another rule. But let me go into, I use Contentful, but you know, it'll be the same thing in any headless CMS. You can see that I already have the content model. I'll show you content model here. I already have those in there from last week. We have audiences. I made a couple of audiences. Let's go into content actually. We'll go audience. I made a couple of audiences like dog lovers, cat lovers, bird lovers, and then all animal lovers, right? So we can say allow all animal lovers, but disallow dog lovers, right? So that way everybody can see it except, so you can do the exception. That's the deny. So if we go into, for example, my blog post, and I go here, another dog blog entry. Actually, let's look at this one. This blog article is for dog lovers only. So you can see that there's a summary, there's, excuse me, there's the body, the author, but then I have the rule here, only dog lovers can read this article. When I click on it, you can see that it says, allow must match any condition. So anything that appears in allow, as long as it matches one, we're good. If I would have said all conditions, it would have been an and, right? This is an or, basically. But I'm saying allow dog lovers. And then deny bird lovers and cat lovers. So basically, if you're any of this audience, it'll deny it. It won't show it. So what let's go back into here because I made that change. Oh no, because it's fine. Yeah, it really wasn't a change. So let's go into GraphQL. Let's run this query real quick. And you can see here's the blog article with dog lovers only. You have the rules collection. Now, within the rules collection, I'm putting out what is the rule. So here's a rule. The rule is only dog lovers can read this article. It's match any condition. What are the conditions? Well, here's the allow condition, which is basically the audience must be dog lovers, right? Here's another one, my cute photo of my cat. Only cat lovers can see this article. That's the name of the rule. Allow any condition, and then the audience is cat lovers. And in this one, we say another dog blog entry. The rule is allow collection, and then deny. Let's see, under deny. Oh, here, let's do this because I didn't put in the deny collection. Let's do deny collection, right? And it's going to be the same thing as this. Copy and paste that, prettify it. Of course, we'll have to limit. Let's see if we can do limit so it doesn't break. Now we'll do, deny collection if I have to spell it correctly. Okay, there we go. So you can see here we have the allow collection, dog lovers, but deny bird lovers and cat lovers. And it's any condition. For the deny, but for the allow is any condition as well. Okay, so that's what we did last week, right? Now we're gonna add, and you're gonna go, this is really simple, and that's the whole point is make a content model so we can continually add things without really breaking our code or the front end. So let's go into our content model. So now that we have audience, right? So this is, we have our rules, we have audience. Let's create one for delivery channel. So we're going to create one for delivery channel. We're going to call it delivery channel. We're going to give it a name. We're going to have some sort of code ID because if it's the delivery channel is a mobile app, it's not going to be a URL. But we're also going to have a URL. And in fact, you know what? Instead of, excuse me, instead of a URL, we're just going to say, we're going to leave it as code. And I'm going to change that to code ID. And I'm going to put